finest trailers to Transformers, the movie. Oh, this should be good, because that first movie from the 80s, the animated one, some say it's the best Transformers movie, period. I've heard some good things about Bumblebee, haven't seen it, but this movie, the Transformers, the movie. Wow, man. Wow. Don't know how you mess something like this up. You go from this awesome movie to whatever Michael Bay was doing. I don't know. But you saw my reaction to Transformers, the trailer for the new movie, and you saw some excitement because I love Beast Wars. So, but anyway, let's focus on the classic Transformers. Let's watch this. We're gonna play the song.
You're so burned out after 10 years of Transformers mayhem.
She's a minor.
Protected by the Romeo and Juliet laws. Statute 2705-3.
What?
That you kind of skipped the only good one.
I did.
But before Paramount resorts to bestiality, return to a film so 80s, two different robots turn into boomboxes, and their cassette tapes fight each other. Audacious. The Transformers, the movie. Buckle up for a film that feels like Game of Thrones, but for cartoon robots that turn into things.
I nominate myself as the new leader!
As two opposing sides of murder bots murder the out of each other for 90 minutes straight. That doesn't even pause to mourn the deaths of long-running characters until they force children to watch the life slowly drain from Optimus Prime's body. Because the only thing more ruthless than this script is the shameless corporate greed that inspired it.
Man, yeah, before you say that, like, seeing that as a kid, you weren't ready. Now it's kind of a running joke in the Bay movies, whatever, but back Optimus get murdered right there, and that was at the beginning too, like, shit. And they kept on. It's crazy.
Reality is, at the time, it was a toy show. We just thought we were killing off the old product line and introducing the new products.
Gnarly. You're used to a world where Transformers movies are 90% Josh Duhamel, 10% fighting robots. Now watch them flip that ratio for better or worse. In this timeless adventure about a new generation of Autobots tasked to save Cybertron, and wow, it does not go well for them.
We're under attack! Scramble!
Tremble in fear at the dawn of Unicron, a planet-eating god that's part Galactus and part Mega Maid from Spaceballs. He's voiced by cinema legend Orson Welles, or at least the dying wheezes of cinema legend Orson Welles, buried under layers of synth.
I am Unicron.
In a performance he couldn't have cared less about if it were a Paul Mason wine commercial.
Action, please.
Ah, the French. Champagne has always been celebrated for its excellence.
Okay, I was not laughing. I just very real alcoholism. I would never do that. I was laughing at the fact that he legit didn't give a fuck when he made those commercials at all. That's why he showed up drunk. That's what was funny.
Are you ready to rock? Because this movie has the best 80s music since Rocky IV, featuring the composer who scored Rocky IV, with enough hair metal jammed into every second to kick off a combiner's worth of 80s satanic panic, featuring hits like Stan Bush's power rock ballad, The Touch.
You got the touch!
They played it.
Stan Bush's power rock ballad, The Touch, again.
You got the touch!
And Stan Bush's power rock ballad, The Touch, one more time for good measure.
You got the touch!
A rock ballad so powerful, Stan Bush wrote it for Sylvester Stallone's Cobra, and is probably why Mark Wahlberg joined the franchise down the line.
You got the touch!
We salute you, Mr. Bush. Tired of modern Transformers franchises that take forever to get to the fan-favorite cash-ins, characters? Well, strap in as Hasbro desperately tries to hold the attention of an 8-year-old audience all hopped up on New Coke.
I'm trying to get them into the shuttle, Ultra Magnus, because I know he can't launch the shuttle until I get them into the shuttle, but I can't seem to get them into the shuttle because they're impossible, impossible, impossible!
From the
I forgot the Micro Machines dude was in this. Oh, man.
Insecticons.
The Insecticons, you're in our way.
To the Dinobots.
Dinobots, destroy Devastator.
To the Constructicons.
Constructicons, merge for the kill.
The Sharktacons.
The world of the savage Sharktacons
The Quintessons.
and their cruel masters, the Quintessons.
To a living version of the junkyard where all of these toys live now.
Soul Side Junction!
Collect them all. No, seriously. By law, we're not allowed to finish the trailer until you go buy a toy. After the film is done killing childhoods.
Oh, what are we gonna do now?
Meet the replacement boss.
That's right. They actually cussed in that movie. This movie was so awesome. It really was.
Like Ultra Magnus, another big truck, but without the nuts.
Cup and Hot Rod just bought it.
I was going to make a joke. Are we going to hear the nut joke? We did. That's literally where I stopped with the live action movies. Was that the second movie with the robot balls and the gold tooth and the...
Can't deal with that now.
Blur, a cocaine.
What about me, Magnus? What about me? I can help. I want to help. What about me?
RC, the only female Transformer, who raises all the same uncomfortable questions posed by the existence of Smurfette. Wheelie, a weird rhyming homeschooled kid.
You go wrong way, you fool, I say.
Judd Nelson's Hot Rod, who's not the stepdad, but the dad who stepped up.
Fish are jumping today, huh, Dano?
And Daniel Witwicky, a child both adopted and abandoned by the Autobots.
What do I do?
Transform! You can do it. I know you can do it. You can do it.
Creating a bloodline so traumatized it would one day produce Shia LaBeouf. So return to the year 2005.
It is the year 2005.
For a toy commercial that has no right to kick as much ass as it does.
I got better things to do tonight than die.
That may be kind of light on your actual favorite Transformers.
Soon, I shall be one with the Matrix.
But hey, look, it's Astro Train. He turns into a train that's also a rocket. That's pretty cool, right? I mean, you never know when you're gonna need a old-timey space train who's also a rocket. Why did we kill this guy off again?
Catch the surprise return of Optimus Prime, coming soon to the Transformers.
Oh, thank Primus. Starring... Dumps like a truck. We have Optimus Prime at home. I think I'm a gun now. Orbit Wells. Unsolved Matrices. Is that canon? I'm the Scat Man. Beep boop bop beep bop boop.
G is for Grimlock. That good enough for me?
Ancient aliens that are also robots.
Oh, now that's funny because that's how the Bay movies come on. Like an episode of Ancient Aliens. Like they're fascinating, only they're not. It makes no sense. That's why it's funny.
Storyline.
Energon, Spark, grin, wink, say no more.
NOS is a hell of a drug. Real Autobots have curves. My name is Danny. The D is for Dingus. King for a day. And, okay, the cool charismatic guy with a sword is right there, and he's not getting the Matrix? The assassination of Optimus Prime by the coward Hasbro. Hey, if you thought this movie was too much for kids, wait until Breast Force and Headmaster show up. Transformers can be weird, man.
Here's Optimus Prime. My name is Optimus Prime, and I like to say things like, no matter the cost, give me your face. By the power of Grayskull, I have the power! I'm going to turn into a truck now.
Bleeding gums? Start healing them from day one with Crest Gum Detox.
Me your face. By the power of Grayskull, I have the power! I'm going to turn into a truck now.
I hate when ads come on right then. Anyway, yeah, like I said, that was awesome. Oh my goodness. Wow. Makes you want to watch that again. Thank you for watching. Oh, whoa. Although most of the comments going to be telling them to say something, I'm still going to read them. Out of the dozen or so video stores in my town, there was one store that had one copy of this movie. Every time I walked in there, I'd beeline for it, only to find it had been rented out. There was no reserve option at the store, so it was months before it happened to arrive at the right time, and my eyes were greeted by the miracle of an available VHS tape behind the display cover. I almost couldn't believe it's finally happening. Everyone who lived through the time of video stores knows the feeling. Hell yeah, we do. And this was the apotheosis for me. The struggle was so long and the disappointment so numerous. Yeah. I almost choked up when we have Optimus Prime at home. I'm 24 and this is honestly one of the first memories I can remember. It'll always have a place in my heart. Beyond good, beyond evil, beyond our wildest imagination. That tagline might be corny, but I love it. And the post with the Autobot student into the sky was great. Almost 4 years later, and still the best Transformers movie, which is sad, really. Yeah, I agree. Anyway, thank you for watching.